All right. Hello, everybody. Bob Brisky here, Vice President of Marketing at Pinnacle Financial Services. And today I'm with Rob Valencius. Rob is our National Agent Sales Manager, does all the training here in our office. And I want to welcome you to a episode here of our podcast. Our podcast is Connect4Insurance, and that's powered by Pinnacle Financial Services. Rob.
It's a beautiful thing.
Beautiful thing is right. So our first conversation today, we want to talk a little bit about our summit. So a lot of planning in the works for our national summit. We're only a couple of days away, which is kind of crazy that it's the end of March already. We feel like we've been planning for the summit for a long time now. And we've got a lot of great stuff going on with the summit. But Rob, you're talking to agents all the time, and I know you're meeting with our sales team. So let's talk a little bit about what you've been hearing as far as feedback from the field on our event.
Well, let's see. So I guess the last time we did our event was what?
2020, we closed down the state of Pennsylvania. We got it in a day before it shut down.
Yeah.
It was very interesting.
Right before the COVID pandemic,
Exactly.
right? So I guess numbers wise, we're looking at like triple everything.
Exactly.
We doubled our sponsors. So, what that means for the agents is there's just going to be tons of swag, tons of quality content, and face-to-face with people that you would typically not get face-to-face value time with, which to me as an agent, we're both certified ready to sell agents. I mean, there's a lot of importance with that, being able to meet the higher ups and actually have these one-on-one conversations rather than the email with support or, whatever the case is. So.
Exactly. Yeah. We are very lucky to have the top decision makers with the top insurance companies that are selling Medicare in one spot on one day that every agent's going to be able to ask questions of. We've got the top salespeople from United Healthcare, from Aetna, from Humana, from Anthem,
United Healthcare,
WellCare. You go down the list. We've just got the carriers that you want to have in one room to have this kind of event. So extremely excited. Triple the amount of people. I think we've gone back to the event space now 2 or 3 times to up the number because our confirmations have been going great.
Through the roof.
Through the roof.
I mean, shocking. You know what? You got to say though, I think people are just getting a little tired being inside.
Absolutely. Yes. I remember in the last couple of years, we had a lot of, well, it's an in-person event. I don't know what the rules are going to be. This year, it's just been positive. We've had nothing but agents out there wanting to come and see us and the carriers wanting to come to this type of event to put on a show, to say, hey, here's what we have going on now. Here's the new stuff coming down the road. And we definitely want to talk about some of the speakers and some of the exhibitors that we're going to have sponsoring us this year, which, like I mentioned, it's really the who's who of the insurance world going to be at this event.
Now, I know we've been getting a lot of the mask questions.
Yes.
Right? You can wear a mask if that's what you're comfortable with, but it is not required.
Correct.
The venue's not requiring it, and I know it's one of the top 3 questions we get. So just want to make sure everyone knows if you want to wear a mask, you can, but you don't have to.
Yeah, exactly. So the rules of
we're not checking your Vax cards when you walk in the door.
We're a little bit outside of the city of Philadelphia. We're going to be in King of Prussia this year. So the 23rd is going to be our cocktail event. So that's where we're going to have a nice event. Everybody's welcome to come to that event where our sponsors are going to be there. They're going to be a little bit of setup in our booth area, so you'll actually see that going on. But you're also going to have the ability to mingle with all of us from Pinnacle, all of the individuals that are part of the sponsorships this year. We're going to have a couple of cocktails. There's a couple of drinks. There's some food.
Some hors
d'oeuvres. And we're going to have our keynote speaker there. So I don't know if you want to talk a little bit about our keynote this year, but we are unbelievably excited, especially if you're from the Philadelphia area, about our keynote.
Yeah, so Vince Papale. If you're familiar with the movie Invincible, I mean, I know it's been 10, 15 years, but
like that.
Hey, incredible story. The guy, from what I've seen, I'm connected with him on LinkedIn. He talks all over the country. Fantastic speaker. Just a really feel good story, and he was for the Eagles. Exactly. So we're not going to talk about anything else. Yeah. It's Eagles. We're Eagles Nation. So
yeah. He does a great job. if you haven't seen the movie Invincible, I don't think you have to be an Eagles fan to really be inspired by an individual he was really a bartender when he went out for the Eagles. He had open tryouts. Wasn't something that really I heard anybody else doing. The Eagles, Dick Vermeil was the new coach at the time, so that was really interesting. And
Who just got into the Hall of Fame, by the way.
And he did just get into the Hall of Fame. Our good friend Dick Vermeil, time now, he did just make it into the Hall of Fame. But a little bit of information on Vince, which a lot of people probably don't know, but just in my conversations with him, he actually was an insurance agent for a little bit. He sold insurance. So one of the things that was really interesting in talking to him, he said, I understand what the agents go through day in and day out because I did it. So when I'm talking to insurance agents, they are the most excited, enthusiastic individuals that you're ever going to meet doing one of the most difficult jobs anybody could ever do. So he has a keen insight on insurance agents and what really the trials and tribulations you have, but then also the successes that are out there when you're helping people day in and day out. So Vince is going to be great. He's going to be at the cocktail reception. And then, of course, the next day, he's going to be one of our main speakers there on the podium in the morning.
There's going to be signing stuff too, right? We're going to have pictures and maybe some extra surprises that we won't talk about.
Yeah, we won't go into all the giveaways and cool stuff that we're going to do. There's a ton of agents signed up. And if you're not signed up yet, I don't want to be remiss in saying that you can still sign up. There's no charge to actually be at this event. And that's a little bit unique these days. We're seeing a lot more agencies actually charging for these type of events, which we feel like this is our value add, bringing this type of training and this type of content to our agent partners all in one place. Because really, as the FMO, that's the way we look at our job, right? Bringing the best possible content to all of our distribution, whether you're selling one case, whether you're selling 100 cases or more. We want you there in the room. If you haven't signed up already, you can register at our summit website, which is pfssummit.com. Real simple. Go to the registration link and sign up. We'd love to have you there.
Yeah, and hey, look, you don't have to be local. I mean, we have agents from all across the country coming out. There's a lot of stuff to do. I actually grew up in King of Prussia. I worked at the King of Prussia Mall, which is 2 minutes down the street. I think it's the first or second largest mall in the country. They have every shop known to man. We're across from a whole little development center with a Wegmans and a Duck Donuts, which has the best donuts on the planet. So there's a casino. I do like to play some roulette. So hopefully I get to see some people down there playing some roulette with me.
Exactly. I think there will be some activity at the casino, I'm sure, at some point over those couple of days. So you got the cocktail reception. That's going to run 6 to 9. Probably some migration over to the casino after that. That's always possible. Have a little fun there, hanging out a little bit longer. You got Vince Papali at the cocktail reception, and then we got our event day. So you want to talk a little bit about our sponsors and what they're going to bring to the table?
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, you name it, we have it. So I know you had mentioned, United Healthcare, Aetna, Anthem, Cigna, Independence Blue Cross. We have a lot of the major carriers, but we also have a whole tech area, tech corner. Yes. Where we're going to have, we're actually the only FMO in the country that has access to both Sunfire and Connect4, who will both have a booth. You'll be able to check out the software. Who knows what they're going to bring to the table? Maybe they'll show some of the new updates that they're working on. We're going to have a lot of our lead vendors. So the Concepts, ARM, RGI, which has some great lead programs. And I know it's really cool that you'll be able to sit there and ask them questions. You're not going through that support email. You're not talking to a computer, which drives me insane when I try to get a hold of somebody. But you're actually seeing these people. You're talking to them, and I think every single booth is going to have a raffle too, which is good.
Exactly. No, we have all of our main companies. We have all of the lead companies that have proven lead results, lead generation. And believe me, it's so important these days to have a good partner when it comes to lead generation, because everybody has seen the ads out there now, the JJ Walkers and the Joe Namath. And believe me, there's a ton of advertising that all of your clients are getting right now. So lead generation, the responses have gone down a little bit. It's more important than ever to have more than one arrow in your quiver when you're doing your lead programs. And here at Pinnacle Financial, we test them all the time. I always joke with the agents that you'll probably not lead program that works, that has a positive ROI. We're not rolling it out to our agents, because that's the last thing we want you to do, is to set your money on fire.
Yeah, let us do the failing for you.
Exactly.
I think is our tagline on that.
Exactly. Yeah, we want to make sure that when we offer a lead program, it's one that we've seen that has worked for other agents in the country. So you're going to have all the companies out there, the lead companies are going to be there, the top tech companies out there, even though we are seeing that migration back to the in-person meetings more so, which I think is good. I mean, I think that's what we want to have happen. The technology, I mean, it has become better, faster than ever before. And I don't know how you can sell 20 different companies and not have some type of technology that lets you at least zero in on which products could be the better options for your clients. Here at Pinnacle, we don't charge you for the technology. We have all the technology companies that we do business with that we make available to our distribution, because we know how important it is for you to have that in the field. So,
well, think about it. I mean, even 5 years ago, 85% of the business was paper, and the pandemic changed everything, and it's almost flip-flopped and is even more. I mean, it's like you almost rarely see the paper apps coming in. I mean, now it's a little bit more because people are seeing face to face, but it's nice having the ability to sell 20 or 30 companies and not have your trunk filled with applications. I don't know about you, but my trunk was getting rough.
No doubt about it. Yeah, absolutely. And we've got, as I mentioned, here at Pinnacle, we're going to have all of our team there at the event. A lot of you who have worked with Pinnacle, you've probably not met the team before. You're going to get to meet those individuals that you talk to on a regular basis, whether it's your sales partners here at Pinnacle. The sales team's going to be there. Our support team's going to be there. Individuals like Rob, who does all the training, helps agents every day with everything Medicare, does a ton of that here in our office. And then also we're going to have our leadership team there, the owners of Pinnacle Financial, Kevin Shields, Angela Palo. You've probably seen the names, heard the names, never met them before. It's going to be a great opportunity to really pick everybody's brain at this event, which we can't wait. We're 2 days out at this point. We're chomping at the bit to get started on.
I can't wait. Can't wait. So much fun.
Yeah, it's going to be a great time. Again, pfssummit.com. If you haven't registered, register. Even if you can only come for the cocktail or the day of the event, or even a little bit of one of those, no problem. Come out for what you can. I know you might be running appointments or have other things that are on your plate, but that's okay. We understand that, and we understand that you've got to get out there and do business and see people. So we'd love to have you, even if it was just for a couple of hours.
Time is money, right?
That's the bottom line there. We want to make sure that we're bringing value in everything that we're bringing to you here at the summit. So even if you can catch a little bit of it, I think it'll really go a long way for you in growing your sales there. So I think that's everything we want to talk a little bit about today. We've got so much going on with the summit. I think it's going to be recorded. So we will have a recording available. The in-person experience, though, is what you want to have. That's going to be second to none when it comes to industry events. So we're really excited about that.
Stoked. Can't wait.
Yeah, can't wait. Hope everybody's there. Hope we see everybody. Have a great rest of your day. Rob, let's make sure that we do an extra special job there for the summit, because it's going to be packed. Please come out and say hi. And that's going to be it for today for our Connect4Insurance podcast. That's going to be myself, Bob Brisky.
Yeah. Hey, Rob Valencius, thank you so much. This was take 2, by the way. Yes, so we're excited to get this take in. And I don't know about you, but I'm excited to meet everybody. I mean,
it's going to be an amazing event. We're looking forward to it. It's going to be a great couple of days. So we'll see everybody out there. Have a great rest of your day, and we will talk soon.
See you guys,
everybody.
Thank you.